Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. Time to take a look at POCO's latest device, the X5 Pro 5G, at a mid-range price. So try to give you flagship type features at a better pricing. Now this phone has the Snapdragon 778G processor from Qualcomm. You have a 120 hertz AMOLED display. On top of that, a triple camera system with a 108 megapixel main sensor. Now we're going to unbox this phone, take a quick look what comes inside, and then of course, get some hands-on with the phone. Let's get started. Here is the POCO X5 Pro with 5G. Opening the box, a lot of yellow. This is actually the yellow color of the phone. So right away, let's see what we get in here. We do get a SIM ejection tool, our standard booklets, and a case, which always love to see the extras. Just a clear case so you can still see the style and color of the phone. Next, we have the phone itself. We're gonna set this to the side for just a second, continue through, because thankfully it includes a charging brick. And not only that, it is a fast charging brick. So you get 67 watts out of this brick, and it's included in the box, so love to see that. USB Type A, and you get your USB Type A to USB Type C cable included. On to what you came to see, the X5 Pro. It does have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, in case you were wondering about that. Taking it out of the plastic, taking off this sticker. Wow, this is a unique color, I have to say. Here's a quick look at it. Looks really neat, just kind of a matte yellow color, so to speak. Now I'm gonna boot up the phone, and while it boots up, we're gonna take a closer look at this hardware. Very flat sides as well, very comfortable to hold with a yellow button there. Let's take a close look. Down at the bottom, a SIM card slot, microphone, USB Type-C port for charging, one of our speakers. Moving along the right side, there is that yellow power button. Just kind of a unique color, I like it. Volume rockers there. Make note of the camera bump, fairly minimal. Up towards the top, two very welcome additions. You don't see these very often. First of all, an IR blaster there to control things like your TV, and a headphone jack. Check that out. You rarely see those in phones. Love to see new phones coming out with headphone jacks. Another microphone and speaker. Finally, along the left side, absolutely nothing. And then a quick close-up of the back. You can really see that color. It says 5G right there. And here's our cameras. Triple camera system. You have a 108 megapixel main sensor, as you can see written right there. An 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and then a 2 megapixel macro lens. So no telephoto lens in this phone. Our POCO X5 Pro is booted up. I'm gonna run through the startup process and just talk about anything that's noteworthy. For screen lock, you get the option of between fingerprint and face unlock. I'm gonna set up fingerprint. I believe it's embedded in the power button. Adding our fingerprint, just set whatever finger you'd like to register on the side power button. Continuing through, you get a little bit of a haptic vibration feedback. The haptic motor is solid. I wouldn't say it's as good as some flagship devices out there, but it's also not as bad as some other phones I've tried. I'd say middle of the road haptic feedback, just from some brief testing of it for now. Anyways, fingerprint has been added. Let's continue on through. Just a quick note, upon further inspection, there is a pre-installed screen protector. It's hard to see. It's actually installed really well, but there is one actually on there. A quick close-up of that 6.67-inch AMOLED display at 1080p. It is a flat display, so no curve to it. I know a lot of people do actually prefer that. This is also a 120 hertz display, so really nice. Looks like it's enabled out of the box. Let's go into settings. So scrolling down, diving into settings and display. There it is, refresh rate, default. So I think it adjusts between, higher and lower refresh rates depending on the type of content. However, you can have a custom refresh rate, 60 hertz or 120 hertz, which will drain battery more if you use 120 hertz, but I definitely recommend it because it makes it look really nice and smooth. The animations look really good. Jumping into the camera app, just very quickly, snap a few quick pictures. Shutter speed seems to be quick. Diving into that ultra wide angle lens as well, 0.6, and then 2 times as an option, but just keep in mind this is digital zoom. There's no telephoto lens. In terms of modes, you of course get video mode. Let's see, all the way up to 4K, 30 frames per second, portrait, night, more. Here's all of the different options, including that 108 megapixels that you can take advantage of, the long exposure, vlog mode. Let's quickly test out that fingerprint scanner. I'm not going to press the power button, and it does recognize it, so you don't have to actually press that power button. You can if you'd like to, otherwise it's recognizing it without actually pressing the sensor. Seems to be very quick and accurate, like just about every physical fingerprint scanner out there now. This does have a MIUI skin on top of Android. If you swipe from the upper left, you get to your notifications. The upper right will get you to your control center with all of your quick shortcuts. Let's go back into our settings application. There's an option for always on display. Love to see that, especially because I use it all the time. Going back, you can really customize it too as well. Just wanted to show you all of the settings, additional settings, including some shortcuts, one-handed mode. Let's go into those shortcuts. To show you, slide 3 fingers down to take a shortcut, turn on torch, launch Google Assistant. There's a group of different ones. Very interesting, something called heart rate. Let's measure our heart rate. I didn't realize that this had that. The images will be analyzed and your heart rate will be determined based on repeated patterns. Huh, that's really interesting. So I'm, of course, assuming fully cover flash and camera with one finger. So I assume it's using that macro lens. Oh, maybe not. Okay, so I guess not. It says measuring. Don't move my finger. 110 beats per minute. That seems kind of fast. I was just moving around the room. There it goes. It's coming down a little bit, but 103 beats per minute. Interesting. That's I don't think I've ever fully put my finger over a lens to check the my heartbeat on a phone. So that's very unique. 103 beats per minute. Might seem a little elevated, might not. I'm not sure. Maybe just excited to check out a new feature on this phone. So you can actually test your heart rate. Anyways, that's just about everything from me. Let's go ahead and put the included case on the phone very quickly. It does actually cover up the power button. So that is interesting. Let's try that. And it unlocked it just fine. I'm not going to press the button here. It still recognizes it. So you'll see it's covered up. That case covered that fingerprint scanner. Wait, is it covered? No, it's not. Okay, wait, is it? No, it's not covered. I'm sorry, guys. It felt like it. It's so flush and seamless to the case. I'm just looking through the camera. I'm not actually looking at the phone, but when you look at the phone, you can tell that it's not covered. So you can truly see that yellow on that fingerprint scanner. I would have been really surprised if the fingerprint scanner worked through the case. But there you have it, the new POCO X5 Pro. I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe as well. A lot more videos coming soon. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.